Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. We first told you yesterday about a 20-year-old driver sentenced in a crash that killed an 89-year-old woman on I-29. Court records suggested that Abby Sletton was looking at Facebook when she rear-ended an SUV that slowed down to make an illegal turn.
Well, many of you have been raising questions about Sletton's sentence, not just jail time, or no jail time, just probation and a few $100 fine. It was never proved in court that Sletton was on her phone at the time of the crash, so she was able to plead guilty to a much lesser charge.
So how hard is it to tell if someone is using a device behind the wheel? Valley News Team's Bradford Eric explains.
Remember this?
$100 fine, you have 14 days to pay it or 14 days to contest it in court. Do you have any questions?
It was Fargo PD's Distracted Driving Blitz campaign launched earlier this month, and it put drivers on high alert that law enforcement was cracking down.
Truth be told, it is difficult to, catch somebody while texting while driving, even though it's pretty obvious that they're involved in some type of distracted behavior.
Across the river, Sergeant Graybo and a half dozen other agencies staged a mock distracted driving crash, complete with lights, sirens, cuffs, and body bags. Officials here can agree with the Trail County Sheriff when he said,
I really feel that, but that the penalty should be greater than, we got to have a reason for them to not text and drive. Whether
it involved texting and driving or not, that fatal accident on I-29 last May occurred in his jurisdiction. The Barnesville event, like mock crashes all over, is to get high schoolers to see and hear what can happen. And while they might have been there in person, it doesn't mean the message was getting through.
For students who have witnessed a crash, for students who have had that reality in their lives, it hits home very hard.
Gilland is a counselor and driver's ed teacher. He says the high number of preventable teen crash deaths is reason enough this needs hammered home. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Now in Minnesota, using a device in driving could get you a nearly $150 fine if caught. For critics who say that law enforcement is doing many other things behind the wheel, using their radio and computer and observing the area, authorities say go easy on extensive training to safely do so.
Well, when the winds are light, life is pretty good around here. Such was the case today. Let's go to Hutch Johnson to find out about tonight. Hutch?
Indeed, we weren't real hot today, but I'll tell you what, the lack of wind made things feel quite pleasant. Now, heading into the evening, the temperatures remain quite nice, and our sunshine from early today has given way to increasing clouds and showers moving into the James and Cheyenne River valleys at this time. 52 in Fargo-Moorhead, 51 in Jamestown this hour, and we are seeing some moderate showers moving in on the Harvey area at this time. Now, our air that's over the valley is extremely dry. It will take quite a bit of time for our atmosphere to become saturated, but there is a chance of rain as we go through the overnight. Your evening planner, though, looks delightful. Temperatures generally falling into the 40s with light winds continuing into the evening. Rain in the forecast and some spring-like heat as well. I'll have details in a moment.
We'll take the heat and the rain, of course, too.
Both are nice.
All right. Thank you, Hutch. A national terrorism expert is speaking at UND at this hour. Van Hipp says that our country's biggest concern should be focused on cyber attacks. He says cyber attacks could bring the entire country's financial system to its knees. He says the government needs to put in place an army of 30,000 cybersecurity experts.
For a massive recruitment campaign, and I also call for the establishment of national security scholarships for our very best and brightest computer science and data security majors on our colleges and universities.
Now, Hipp is the author of the book, The New Terrorism, and has spoken as an expert in numerous national news programs. If you'd like to learn more about all of this, Hipp is giving a free public lecture right now at UND Center for Innovation. You're also able to purchase a signed copy of the book. 100% of the proceeds will go toward funding scholarships for children of fallen guardsmen.
A 24-year-old man is in jail accused of threatening to kill a transgender female. Tony Laird of Crookston faces a felony charge of terroristic threats. He allegedly said he had guns and knives and would slash the throat of the victim. Earlier, Laird had lived with the victim before discovering she was actually a male and kicked her out of his apartment. Laird was already on parole for convictions in Iowa of carrying weapons and causing injury to another person. A state of emergency has been declared for Minnesota over an avian flu outbreak that's killed millions of birds in the state's poultry industry. The governor's order activates an emergency operations plan to support the state response to this epidemic.
Safety concerns following a bike recall of nearly 1 million Trek bicycles. One rider became paralyzed after a problem with a lever on the front wheel. Others suffered face and wrist injuries. The company will fix the problem for free. But some are wondering how to tell if their bike is safe. Experts tell us recalls do happen, and it's important to get your bike checked out by experts. If you're looking to buy a new bike, experts tell us brands aren't as important as making sure that it's assembled properly.
I'll honestly say that a department store bicycle, a lot of times you do have to worry about the way that it was assembled. Like if you buy a bike from a professional bike shop, you end up having people that work on these all the time putting together your bicycles.
If you want to know more about this recall, we have all the information on our website. Log on to valleynewslive.com and then click on this story.
30% of American kids are overweight. Many are obese, which sparked the Healthy Hungry Free Kids Act, requiring schools to serve a healthier lunch that included 100% whole grain products. But some lawmakers say some of the requirements are too rigid. U.S. Senator John Hoeven of North Dakota says the program needs more flexibility in their budgets, and schools need to make food the kids will actually eat. So he introduced the Healthy School Meal Flexibility Act, which would reduce what gives school lunch programs some flexibility.
All your breads, all your crackers, tortillas, pizza, everything has to be whole grain enriched. It may be hard to find that product, or it may be very expensive. So when you say 100%, that's a tough standard.
Since the Healthy Hunger Free Kids Act has been the law of the land, not a single school has been punished for failing to meet the standards.
Honors today for a man, the gifts that he brought and the gifts that he left to help others. Charles Magel founded MSUM School's philosophy department in 1963. He also is credited with playing a major role in building the library on campus. In fact, improving the library system throughout the state, college, and university system. And today, the university unveiled a plaque in his honor. Magel, who died last year, also left the school $800,000 for scholarships.
New technology is available here in the Red River Valley that could make it easy for anyone to walk right into your front door, even if it's locked. Crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson explains tonight on Valley News Live, 10 at 10.
Well, later on Valley News Live here at 6, the animals are ready. Time for the doors to open at a local zoo.
And we have some rain showers pushing in from the west. Clouds here in the valley for this evening. I'll have hour-by-hour details on a chance of rain, flakes, and spring-like temperatures right after this.